It's Madden NFL 24 on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the New Orleans Saints and the Philadelphia Eagles under the lights on Sunday night.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Now, Charles, you and I, we've done a lot of games together. Always seems like we're rehashing the same storylines. Turnovers, of course, always a big story. Quarterback play, running backs, yada, yada, yada. But getting ready for this one word kept coming to mind, and that's preparation.
Well, it's critical to be prepared. Physically, mentally. When you think about getting ready for an NFL game, you have to wonder, what will they throw at us that maybe we haven't seen before? 2-minute drill, maybe different things like that. Got to be prepared. You're exactly right.
And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The second-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season at Oklahoma.
Tremendous production in college at 2 different universities, and this is a guy who was a finalist for the Heisman Trophy. Still much more of a runner than a thrower, but has plenty of arm and is capable of making the big throws downfield. And don't underestimate his ability to think the game. Remember, he's the son of a coach.
They'll start on the ground with Swift. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run.
Now Brown lost the football, but it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. Not only a fumble loss there, but a fumble lost on your first drive in your own territory.
Now you're dealing with a lot of stuff here because you feel bad going off the field because you gave up the football. How does your own defense feel now having to go out there and stop them when the momentum is clearly shifted in their favor?
So here are the Saints now with great starting field position. They're led out by their quarterback out of Fresno State, Derek Carr.
It's been fun to watch his development through the years, and right now what you see is a very confident quarterback who has a strong sense of self, totally understands the offense, and knows how to get the ball to his playmakers on the run.
So after the fumble recovery, it's Carr. Steps away. This is caught inside the 15. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. But no reason for that from any wide receiver.
Oftentimes, you don't even hear the snap count, right? You just look inside, make sure the ball moves, then you take off. How he didn't do that is beyond me.
The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Kamara up the middle. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Throwing now is Carr. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that nearly intercepted. His hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. But instead, it's 4th down. His kick is good. And the Saints are going to take a 3-0 lead. A lot of energy in this building tonight, but the opening drive produces 3, maybe quiets them just a bit, at least momentarily.
Just a little, right? That's all you're asking for, right? Things just getting started. You know they haven't taken the momentum totally here, but at the same time, they like what they've done here in the early going.
And the drive will begin at the 25 as Scott is going to stay in the end zone. So back onto the field here come the Eagles for their second drive. They fumbled the last time they had the football. Fortunate that it only led to a field goal. 3-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Hurts. And his throw here is incomplete.
Partner came into this game eager to see how they would hold up in man coverage. And on that play, they held up quite well.
Here's Hurts to throw. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI.
Defense.
A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
On 1st down, Hurts. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Hurts throw here taken in as he's able to find Goddard. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call through the offensive coordinator. You like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
That'll back them up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. Well, you know, if you've got the defense laying back, maybe that option works. But if you're coming hard on 3rd down,
it doesn't work because you force the hand of the quarterback and the runner too quickly. And most of the time, unsuccessfully.
On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. Deep for New Orleans is... here's pressure, and the Saints block it. That's a pretty solid start to this one. You didn't get a touchdown, but you got 3 points on your opening drive. Then you stop them and block the punt there.
Almost feel like you got inspired, right? Offense went out and scored, put points on the board, as you noted, a field goal. And your defense goes right out there and helps out as well, blocking a punt and giving them another opportunity.
On 1st down, Carr. That's going to be caught. Touchdown. Chris Olave, 27 yards. And the Saints take the block punt and convert it into 6 points.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Blake Groupie now for the extra point. He's got it, and now it's a 10-0 lead here in the opening quarter. A nice, tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only 1 play to score it. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And the drive will begin at the 25 as Scott is going to stay in the end zone. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. See if they can do better here on this drive. That's to the speedster, Olamide Zaccheaus. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Called out a very strong gain of 24. Throwing is Hurts. Zaccheaus here hauling it in. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. From the 43, here's 2nd and a couple. Hurts sets up to throw it. Fires the quick slant. A.J. Brown's got it. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 32-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. Touchdown, Eagles. Eagles have got it back to within a score.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. And they're back with the field goal. It's 10-7 now. Just a 4-play drive that time. The result, Philadelphia in the end zone. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific.
He's got a man complete. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 44 yards.
What a first quarter he's been putting together. He scored the touchdown earlier, and he's in phase right out of the gate. Right now, he's playing with such confidence, he doesn't believe that they have an answer for him no matter what they do on defense. And here's another big play to prove his point.
10-7 our score after one right here on EA Sports. The Saints with a football here to begin quarter number 2. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Carr out to his left. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10, mark it down at the 9. Carr can beat you in a lot of ways. The scramble there, a perfect example as he gets the first.
Well, here's your first example of how this guy can beat you in more ways than one because they took away his arm. But he was more than happy to dissect them with his legs for that first down pickup.
So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Now Carr. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4.
At this point with defensive eyes here, partner, because they were still laser focused on him after his earlier exploits on this drive. I think they went back to the well just a little bit too soon. He got across the line of scrimmage, but they certainly weren't giving up much more than that.
And no move to take the offense on the field. They're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th and goal. Try to wedge his way in there. No signal. I don't think he got there. He didn't. They try the sneak, but not enough push. He doesn't get in. And this Eagle defense stands tall down near the goal line. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Well, he got what he could there, just trying to move forward and gain a little bit of yardage and create some space. You know the pressure is going to be tough defensively.
Hurts throw complete here to his receiver, Brown. And A.J. going to pick up an Eagles 1st down as he'll take this up to the 12-yard line. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
Mark, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And they'll have good field position here following the interception and a chance to build on their lead as they start with a 1st and 10. Now after the INT, it's Carr. And a dangerous throw there on the drop-off. Incomplete, nearly intercepted.
Well, they certainly knew their challenge as this series began, and they got to stop on play number 1. Goal now, get 2 more stops and limit the damage to a field goal.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And this thing is blown up defensively. They will not get a throw-off on the trick play, and that'll go down as a sack. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he knocks the ball away.
Because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they had the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
And the drive will begin at the 25 as Scott is going to stay in the end zone. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the 4th quarter, but you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's 1 interception, we're still in the first half, I'm about to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, you know, and put it into the mind.
And now off to the races down the right side. Devontae Smith, touchdown. Devontae Smith, 71 yards. And the Eagles strike quickly here to tie up the ball game. Oh, this is blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he dives into the end zone and gets the 2 points. Well, I think I need an oxygen mask after those last 2 plays, CD. The long touchdown followed by the even longer return on the block PAT.
I wonder if after that long touchdown, if someone actually needed a play off and didn't take it, and maybe that was the breakdown in protection led to the block.
Following the botch PAT, they're set to kick this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. New Orleans offense back out and ready to go. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a 1st down.
From midfield, here's Carr, escaping the pressure right. His throw incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion. Feels like they're getting caught in between here because any completions on first and second down, they got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. If you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
And they can't bring him down. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 30. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. And they're going to speed things up here. Throwing on first down is Carr. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Carr. Eluding the pressure right. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Derek Carr, 15 yards. And the Saints will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
Groupie for the extra point. And that makes it a 9-point game. So that drive 6 plays, 75 yards. And it was finished by the touchdown run from the 15. After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. And the Eagles going to get one final possession in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Complete to Zacchaeus. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They'll look to throw here on first down. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
And he comes back with one complete. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Here's Jake Elliott. Career long, by the way, for him, 61 yards. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And that'll move him back within 6 now. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
At their own 25-yard line.
The final shot here before half for Carr. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Saints out on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Back to you guys in a bit. But first, we welcome everyone to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both of these offenses had their share of high points in that first half. Each team had some big moments, and it would seem this could turn out to be a game where the last score wins. Both these teams making their final halftime adjustments. We're just about ready to get back to football. So for the call of the second half, we get back up to Philadelphia and Brandon Gott.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. And the half will begin with a touchback. The Saints going to take over on offense to begin this third quarter. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be license to take some shots downfield.
But it's not going to work. He'll go down. They got him. So it looks like somebody may have forgotten the snap count, and a 5-yard penalty ensues.
Ball start. Offense.
Ooh, moving from his tight end spot there.
Do you think that perhaps the play call was for him?
Still second down.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. Shotgun now for Carr. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They try to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's Carr to throw. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in there, and it's fourth down.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it, and that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
Well, on fourth down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. A surprising move to go for him predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Tyrann Mathieu there to make the tackle.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to... And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Cameron Jordan in there to get him. It's a loss of 5.
Chalk that one up to bad acting, I guess, because they certainly failed to sell the handoff, and the pressure stayed keyed in on the quarterback. No Oscar awards for this offense, just a loss of yardage.
Back to throw here. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down.
Defense.
So pass interference, the call there. Always,
Automatic
obviously,
first down.
Charles, such a subjective call. You agree with the penalty?
Well, from where we're standing right now, I think the officials are tightening things up here in the second half. Maybe a defender gets away with that in the first, but this time the flag comes out, and I think it's a good call.
Touchdown! Easy keys. extra point away from capturing the lead. Elliott good with a PAT. Here in the third. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. The New Orleans offense set to take over. Charles, we'll see how this offense responds. Remember, the last time they were out, they went for it on fourth down, did not get it, and that led to a touchdown on the other side. So they need a response here.
They certainly do, and I just have a question for you. You think that was a gut feel, or was that analytics that came into play there deciding to go for it?
And got his man complete. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards.
And what great recognition between a receiver and his quarterback, because he's going to recognize the trouble, and then he has two options. Cut off the route and come back to help, or head straight down the field, and he chooses the latter, and it turns into a huge play.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Throwing now is Carr. On the move to his left. Again, it's Johnson. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. The two big plays right in succession as this one goes for 27.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Carr being chased out left. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit when we decided not to throw it on 1st down. But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny him the 1st down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy work come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
He's having success running the ball, and right now I'm getting the sense that he's looking to take off and run every time he steps back to throw it.
But they did a nice job there collapsing on him and holding him to a short gain. And his kick is right there. It's good, and they have regained the lead. So a response there to the touchdown on the opening drive of this 3rd quarter as they're able to reclaim the lead.
And I think you'll take that because obviously you'd like to be able to match them touchdown for touchdown, but the first order of business was to get the lead back, and they've done that. Now you want to give a good pep talk to your defense to take it from there.
So after the field goal, back out is Groupie to send this one away. And the drive will begin at the 25 as Scott is going to stay in the end zone. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Man, confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Taken down by Pete Werner. 3rd quarter of a 2-point game. A good one so far. Here's 2nd and 10. Play action. Here's Hurts. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Down to the 10. Touchdown. Philadelphia. 75 yards. And the Eagles have moved out in front here in the final minute of the 3rd quarter. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead is up to 5. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
He's got him in, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's a gain of 34.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Saints who hold the football, but they're trailing as we begin the 4th quarter of play. Carr again here on 2nd and 10. Dancing to his left. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a 1st down.
These are running back numbers that he's accumulating right now. Received double-digit carries and has rewarded them by breaking the century mark in rushing, in addition to what he's done through the air. Definitely MVP caliber football we're witnessing.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
This is caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. And this play still live. He faked the spike, going to throw it. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
And this is a rarity in the NFL, a 100-yard game on the ground for a quarterback. Even as those passers get more athletic and mobile, we only see about 5 of these a season. It takes a special set of circumstances for it to happen, and, of course, a special.
And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. It's a 1-yard touchdown run, and the Saints answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. But plenty of scoring here of late, and our lead changes hands now in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, they just gave up a touchdown the other end, so they knew that with time getting short, they had to put something together here, and they were able to do so and retake the lead right back.
Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. And he will not get there. He comes up short. And they're unable to push this lead to a field goal as it'll remain a 1-point game. After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. And the drive will begin at the 25 as Scott is going to stay in the end zone. The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter. Swift is hit, and he coughs it up. And this is picked up by the Saints. And down inside the red zone at the 19-yard line.
Do you remember in preseason when we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills, and, you know, guys either slapping at the ball or the machines. You got to learn to take care of it.
Yeah, they lost it there. Big fumble. Chris Olave heads back to the field as his guys get set for another possession. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
He had to fight that time. Ran through one tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage. Now flags will come in. And I think this is against the Saints up front. That one on the guard, Cesar Ruiz.
Still 2nd down.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. They run it again with Kamara. Escapes the defender. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. That'll be a gain of 15 yards. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. So from second and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing. Because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Now flags will come in. And I think this is against the Saints up front.
Start offense.
The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
Still 1st down.
And they'll try again here, 1st and goal after the false start. Following the penalty, it's Kamara. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Safety Reed Blankenship. He got in there and stopped him for a loss on the play.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
So 1st down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And despite the fancy footwork we saw, they'll get to him just inside the 15. And the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive game, that's nice, but works in front.
Yeah, you're exactly right. But the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it and run the ball. They have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They've got it 3rd and goal now as they look for that final touchdown to salt this one away. Here's Carr. Steps away to his left. And shedding through the tackle. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. And his kick here is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. So after the field goal, back out is Groupie to send this one away. And the drive will begin at the 25 as Scott is going to stay in the end zone. Hurts and the Eagles now down by 4. 1:51 on the clock. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down. Back to throw. Pass complete. Goddard. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
He'll look to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions, and that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
And that's complete to Brown. And he's going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He's back to throw. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 2 timeouts still available in this final minute. It's 1st and 10 now. Hurts throw there taken in by Smith. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Zacchaeus here hauling it in. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure.
And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line.
Well, they came so close, Charles. They were knocking on the door in a one-possession game, but ultimately the defense held tough to get the victory.
And doesn't it feel like it just leaves them asking what could have been? So many moments when they could have had a big play to change the outcome of this game. And let's face it, none bigger than that final snap that just fell short.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. From Philadelphia, good night, everybody.